Have you ever applied to a company and you submit your application and you're just like, I tailored the hell out of that resume, it's gonna be great. And then you get an email from that company like 2 minutes later and you think, oh my God, they wanna interview me, this is amazing. And it's just their, hey, we received your application, we'll get back to you, maybe. Yeah, I've fallen for that a couple times. Hello, my name is Caitlin and welcome to my channel. I post videos every Friday and sometimes they're good. I've been looking for jobs for about a month now and I can tell you it is finding a job in the middle of a global pandemic during the summer is kind of like trying to teach your cat to do backflips. You know there's a chance you technically might be successful, but every time you try, you feel like you'll succeed a little bit less. You know, I feel like I'm putting more work into this than you are. You know the feeling. You wake up every morning, you have really good intentions to apply to as many relevant jobs as you can, even maybe some that aren't super relevant. And then you wait, and you wait. And just when you think that you couldn't have tailored your resume any better, you get the rejection. Now, you may get many of these, or if you're like me, you may get no response at all. You are shouting into the void. But you know what? I'm here to say that eventually you will get that interview, and you know what? You're gonna need to know how to style yourself for that interview. Is that its own topic on its own? I don't know, but we're gonna make it one. What to wear to an interview has always been one of my favorite topics, but now that most interviews are largely online, the rules shift just a little bit, just like a little bit. Video interviews can be complicated because you're having a video chat with someone you've never met, and they're here to essentially judge whether or not you would be a good fit for the company. That's kind of stressful. I want to walk you through just a couple of tips that should help you on your next video interview. There is a lot of interview clothing advice out there on the internet, and I have to say to all of those pieces of advice from the early 2000s, seemingly, you're wrong, I'm sorry, you're just wrong. If I have to read one more time about how I should wear a gray or navy pantsuit to an interview for a tech company, for example, or one company with a casual work environment, I'm gonna lose it. Here's the deal. When you are interviewing with a company, get to know what their dress code is. Understand exactly what the general consensus is for employees. Is it a business professional? Is it business casual? Is it a casual work environment? And when you're putting your video outfit interview together, consider going one style up from that. If you're not sure what a company's dress code is, there are a couple ways to find out. One, you could ask the recruiter or the hiring leader you're speaking to at the company where you're interviewing. Two, you could take a look at their social media feeds and their websites. What are their employees wearing in their candid shots or their life at accounts on Instagram, for example? Check that out because you can always find bits and pieces of what a company's attire might be, and then use that to consider what you could wear for the actual interview itself. So if it's a business casual environment, go business professional. If the company you're applying for has a pretty casual dress code or no dress code at all, consider just putting a nicer top with some jeans or something to that effect. Essentially, it's all about balance, but really, you want to think about the fact that your interviewer is basically seeing from here to here, and you want them to get to know a little bit about your personality before you even have to talk. So whether that's embracing a bright color or pattern that you like, or a bright lipstick, or a pair of earrings, or a necklace, embrace that, because what makes you you is why they should hire you. A lot of interview advice out there says something to the effect of, make sure you don't wear bright colors, make sure you don't wear big jewelry, make sure you don't wear loud lipstick colors, because that could distract your interviewer. What I have to say to that is this. People, particularly women, are constantly told to be small and be quiet and generally not noticeable. But you know what? If a company that you're interviewing with wants you to be small, quiet, and not noticeable, maybe that's not the company for you. If you love color, embrace color, even on a video interview, because frankly, you're gonna stand out from your background a little bit more. And if your interviewer is distracted by color or large jewelry or lipstick, then perhaps they need to go back to the drawing board. Make sure there's some kind of element of contrast between you and your background. This pattern is really good on something like a neutral wall, but vice versa is true. So if you're in front of a colorful wall in your house, you may want to consider going a little bit more neutral on the top. Contrast is key because it's just helpful to the eye. Always wear a full outfit. Not only will it make you feel more comfortable, but in the event that you run into any kind of emergency during your interview, you're not going to end up accidentally flashing your interviewer or generally looking unprepared. I mean, sweatpants are cool, right? Also make sure to test your outfit ahead of time. I wore this to a presentation one time and I didn't test it on my webcam ahead of time. So when I started the presentation, I noticed that you couldn't even see the shape of my shoulders, so I looked a bit like a big blob. I love this shirt, but I just didn't style it properly, and I didn't notice until I was actually on screen, and it was really distracting. So if you can, set up a call with a friend or simply just turn your webcam on before an interview happens and actually test your outfit. Does it make you look like a floating head? Does it make you uncomfortable in any way because you might have to fidget with it on screen to make it look right? Just test it. One last thing, consider wearing clothing that is well suited to your environment. If it's very, very warm, you're gonna be sweaty and nervous anyway. So think about what kind of t-shirt or other type of shirt that you're gonna be wearing because you want it to be breathable and also not show too many. Well, that's it. I know that looking for a job during a global pandemic can be a very stressful process, and I know that sometimes it feels really hopeless. But if you take these tips, hopefully when you go into that next interview, you're gonna feel a little bit more confident. Just know that you're not alone and we can do this together. What do you usually wear to interviews? What kind of questions do you have? Pop them in the comments and let us know, because let's have a conversation and help each other. Good luck out there. If you like this video, don't forget to thumbs up it. Like it. Why did I say thumbs up it? I post videos every Friday and you know, they're I don't know what they're gonna be yet. I think they're good. Subscribe for more videos like this, maybe, or also maybe not videos like this. I don't know, it depends on how much you like it. Okay, so today, I don't actually know how to backflip. I'm a grown woman in her own house on a Thursday trying to get her cat to do a backflip for a video. You disappoint me.